Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Uri Bar-Joseph. I'm Director of Marketing Inside Sales here at Optify. And this is actually our first Optify Best Practices webinar. So thank you all very much for joining us today. We have a lot of content to go through, so I will just jump in and start. Let's start with some housekeeping notes. Enabling your audio, there's a Communicate tab on the top menu. You can click the Join the Conference if you weren't prompted to do so when you joined the webinar. If you have any technical difficulties, we have Jen Wang on our chat box and Q&A box. She'll be filtering questions, answering questions, and help you with any technical difficulties that you might have. And submitting questions. Jen is going to be looking at all the questions throughout the webinar, and at the end of the webinar we'll have about 5 minutes to answer questions. I might take a look at the questions throughout as well, and if there's something that is very relevant to the topic that we're going over, I will try to answer it at that time. If you want to tweet about this webinar, you can use the Twitter hashtag OptifyBestPractices. And without further ado, let's just jump in. What we're going to cover today. We're going to talk a little bit about what is a landing page and the importance of landing pages in lead generation campaigns, and why are we putting so much emphasis on landing pages. Then we're going to jump into Optify and show you how to actually create a landing page for a lead generation campaign. And I'm going to show that in the context of a broader campaign, not just how to create the page, but how to create it so it fits into the context of your campaign and it supports your lead generation campaign. And then if we'll have time, since this is a really short webinar, we didn't want to keep you all for too long. If we'll have time, we're going to go over the basics of A/B testing and how to use Optify's landing pages with A/B testing, and then 10 tips for creating a killer landing page. As I said, we have a lot to go through, so let's just start. Landing page. Last night I went to Google and tried to find the definition of a landing page. I wasn't surprised to find about 50 different definitions. This is the first one that I found. Landing pages are specific pages designed to make a prospective customer take action. All these different definitions, and I listed about 10 of them here. I'm going to jump to the last one because I think that one is the best one that I found, because it takes everything into account. And I highlighted the important parts. By the way, we're recording this webinar. We're going to put it online, both on our website and on our YouTube channel, and we'll also include this presentation. We're going to put it on SlideShare and share it on our website. So you're going to get access to everything that we're talking about today, including the recorded webinar and the slides. So no need to take screenshots or anything. We're going to share this presentation. So I'm going to jump to the last one. So what is a landing page? And this definition, I like this definition the most. The landing page is the page on which a visitor lands, just literally where people land, the first page they land on your website. After clicking search engine list, an email link, these various ways of getting to your website. The landing page can be a site homepage, because, again, by the definition of the first page that a visitor lands on, that could be your home page. But it is usually a page designed to appeal to users who click through on a specific ad link. Landing pages are also used to monitor, and that's an important part, site traffic and measure an advertising campaign success. Well-designed landing pages are relevant to a user's keyword query and will improve conversion rates and play a critical role in search engine marketing. So the highlighted text here, it's the first page that you land on. It's designed to appeal to the user. It'll help you monitor and measure performance, and it has to be relevant to where the visitor came from. And ultimately, it will help you improve conversion rates. So why are landing pages so important? And we like to use this framework when we talk about lead generation campaigns. There are, in every lead generation campaign, whether it's a very specific micro campaign on paid media or social media, or if it's a broad integrated campaign across multiple channels, marketers go through the same 5 steps. The first step is setting goals and establishing a baseline, defining your buyer profile, your on-target leads, and then the third step is planning, setting up, and executing the campaigns. And once you do that, leads are going to start flowing, and you're going to deliver those on-target leads to your sales team. And at the end, you're going to measure, report, and refine that campaign and start all over again. Landing pages fit into the third step about planning, setting up, and executing the campaign. They are extremely important because they are the gateway of your visitors becoming leads. And as you can see, the core of every lead generation campaign is a landing page. The blue side is inbound and the red side is outbound. But whatever campaign you're running, whether it's one specific from one specific channel or across all channels, at the end, they all go into a landing page. And that's why landing pages are so important in the context of lead generation campaign. They are what convert a visitor into a lead. So what is the purpose? And we talked about it a little bit. The primary goal is to convert visitor to leads. But there are secondary goals like collecting data, testing your message, measuring the performance, rerouting leads to the right places. I will show how we do that today, and delivering content. You can use the campaign results and refine it so you can start all over. So before I start creating the landing page, I have all of this listed. I have all of this ready to go, and then I can just jump into creating the actual landing page. I'm going to jump right now into our application, and then go to landing pages. And if you already have some landing pages, they go the same as this account has. They're going to be listed here with their high-level numbers. You can always filter by published and unpublished landing pages. You can add more filters. You can filter by visits, leads, and conversion rate. And you can always search. I like the search. Once you have, in our Optify account, where you're seeing here is the demo account, but in our Optify account, I now have over 100 landing pages. So I like to use the search because it's an easier way to find the landing pages that I want. If you don't have any landing pages, you're going to have a nice message on this page letting you know how to get started with creating a landing page. So as I said before, we created the text. We know exactly what we want to do. Now we're going to create the landing page. We're going to click the Create Landing Page button. And this will take us to the first view of the Optify landing pages. I'm going to give it a name, and the name I'm going to give it is Landing Pages White Paper. I'm going to use the description. I'm going to use the description from my home list. Copy this. And then I have 6 different templates that I can use. A multi-purpose one, if you click on the actual template, you're going to get a preview of it. This is how the multi-purpose template looks like. I would actually want to use the image one. You can see the image one has a big image here. I like using landing pages with images. I think they convert at a higher rate. We actually did a quick A/B test on landing pages, and we found that a preview image helps with conversion rates. your video on, a promotional content, a Facebook page that you can put on your Facebook, and forum only. If we'll have time, I'm going to show, apologize for background noise. If we're going to have time, I'm going to show how to use the forum. But now, I'm going to pick image and click. This will land me now into the editor, into the landing page editor. And you can see that when I hover over any element of this page, it's becoming active, and if I click on any of them, I'm going to get the editor at the bottom. This is where I can edit the text, and I have. I apologize if my audio is not clear enough. I'll go back a little bit for the people who lost me for a few seconds. So we landed on our landing page editor. And if you hover over any element on this page and click on it, you're going to get the editor at the bottom. The editor lets you edit the content in that section. It's a full editor with the ability to choose font size, the color of the font. You can make the font bold, italic, or underlined. And you can also determine the direction of the text and add links to the text. You can also control the background color of all the elements on your page. So let me cancel this. And I'm going to start with my header, with my logo. And the first thing I'm going to do is click on this. For sections with image, what you're going to get is an image selector. You can always add a new image by clicking on this add a new image, or find an image that is you already uploaded. And Optify is going to give you some, I think about 5 basic images, like the bullet points and some arrows that you can use. But you can basically upload any image that you want. And when you click add a new image, you can specify an image location by a URL or just upload it from your computer. I'm going to show that in a few seconds. For my header, I'm actually going to use let's see how this looks like. I'm going to use this for now, even though I don't love it, but let's use this for now. I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to modify my H1 title and subtitle. I'm going to modify my title and my subtitle. As I said before, I created that text here, so it's going to be easier for me to just copy and paste it. So I'm going to copy and paste it from in this case, it's just a presentation, but I usually use a Word document to do that. And I'm going to copy the title. I'm going to make it bold. And I'm going to make the size bigger because this is my title. I'm also going to center it. But then I want to also have a subtitle. And my subtitle is going to be this first paragraph. I'm going to copy this and add it here. But this time, for this subtitle, I actually want to make the direction left. And I want to make this text gray or grayish. Now, I'm colorblind, unfortunately, but if you hover over, this is very good for people like me. It gives you the name of the color. So I'm going to use gray. And I'm going to actually make the size of this just a tad bigger. And I'm going to click, let me make it a little bigger. Let's go with 18. Okay. This looks okay to me. I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to move forward. Okay, now the image. I actually already found an image, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new image, and I'm going to use a location that I had before. So my image is here. I'm going to copy this URL and put it here. And let me save this. Okay, so this is the image that I wanted. I'm going to click done. Yeah, this is nice. I'm going to finish editing the text. So I have another section here for the text, and I didn't finish with all of my text. I also had this here. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to take this text and put it here. I want to make sure that that the colors and the style is the same. So first of all, I'm going to make sure that this font is the same size. And the color is less important to me right now, but this looks okay. And now I'm going to add my bullet points. Now, a nice trick about bullet points, if you actually copy something with bullet points, it will copy the bullet points as well. For example, it did not do that this time. So what I'm doing here is, for conversion, social validation, I'm going to make the bullet points on my own. Oops. For this time. Again, I want to make sure that the font and the colors are aligned with the rest of my page. If you scroll down, you can actually see it here. I think this looks fine. Maybe I want to add a little bit here, just to make it look a little bit better. Okay, so this is done. Now, I can add a quote and an image of a person we like. I think credibility validations is important with landing pages. I'm not going to do it now, but again, if you click on it, you got the text. You can edit it. You can play with it. I'm going to hide it for now. So you can also hide elements. See, I can hide this, and I'm going to hide the image as well. And now I'm going to fix my footer, and my footer is going to be Optify Inc. And this is Optify.net. In our address, 104, and our phone number 877 to Optify. Okay, so now I have the footer as well, and I'm ready to for the form. The form is one of the most important elements of this page, because at the end of the day, the purpose of the landing page is to get people to fill out this form. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hide the Facebook login for now, but the Facebook login lets you do a social login, so people can just click on the Facebook login instead of filling out the form, and then you get their information. I'm going to change the title to be more specific. I'm going to say download the white paper. I'm going to make this again. I'm going to make this bold, and I'm going to make it bigger, but not too big so it fits into one line. I'm going to keep it as black, but here I'm going to say complete the form below to get our 10 tips. form because it tells you what will happen when someone clicks the button. So first of all, I'm going to take visitors to a target URL, but the target URL is going to be my thank you page. Okay? So I'm going to copy this thank you page URL, and I'm going to put it here. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show a confirmation message, and it will say, click the link below to start downloading your white paper. I'm going to link it to a document. The document is my white paper, the actual white paper. So when you click this, it will allow you to add a document. I'm going to add that document right now. Basically, I'm going to upload it. I'm going to upload the document from my computer. So I'm going to browse for it. My apologies that this is not ready yet. I'm going to go to my white papers and guides, and this is the white paper. I'm going to upload it. Click OK. And now you can actually view the document to fill out the form. But I want to show you what happens when you do, and what happens in Optify. So please, if you don't mind, click on this link, go to this landing page, and actually fill out the form. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to put Rory Bar Joseph here, my email, company's Optify, and my phone number. I'm going to click Get the White Paper. When I click Get the White Paper, I see the confirmation message that I created before. Click the link below to start downloading your white paper, and then if I click on this, I actually get the white paper. You can't really see it now, but you know what? Let me just share this with you. And this is the white paper. I just got it. And then when I click the close button, what will happen is that this Optify will now take me to the thank you page. I click close, and I'm being landed on the thank you page that I specified. And you can see a nice thank you page. This is now on my actual website, back to my own website. Again, the domain, it's the thank you page that I specified. And I'm going to go back to the landing pages and just go to the actual landing pages here. And I'm basically done with this landing page. I created it. I can take now the URL. I'm going to copy the URL and put it in my presentation. This is now the new URL. Oops, I'm sorry. This is the new URL. And now I can share this with the rest of my company saying, guys, this campaign is ready. Here are all the details. Let's go. Once I have this, I can start promoting, executing the campaign and promoting it on the various different channels and places where I want to promote my campaign. Now you can see that someone's already visited. Once you start filling out this form and coming to this page, and those numbers are going to go up, and you're going to see conversion. Oh, you already did it. Thank you very much. So 13 visits and 9 leads already. So 13 people came to that page. 9 already filled out that form, and you can see that the conversion rate is now 69.2. What happens here is also if I go to reports, go to traffic by source. "24 hours." You can see that when I click here, I think some of your names are actually here. You can see all these 1032. And I'm going to close it because I don't really want to share your names here, but this is you guys filling out this form, and I'm actually going to go to myself. So I'm going to go quickly here, and if I click on one of those names, I'm going to get the information. And you can see this is a testing, and if I open this, you can see that the web page visited was pages, Optify.net, landing pages, white paper. And all the details are here. This is the company information and the personal information that was filled out in that form. And I can get introduced if LinkedIn would find this name, because it's a fake. No one will find this name. But this is the lead details from reporting. So this is how everything is connected inside of Optify. And if I go to my contact manager, there's another way to find all these people, and this is by creating a filter. So the filter that I'm going to create is I want to see everyone last completed a form, and the form name is landing pages white paper, and I have 10 contacts, and you can probably recognize some of your names. Again, you see this is testing. I'm going to click on this name again. This is going to take me to the contact details. Unlike the lead intelligence, this takes me to the contact details, and I can see all the information about that person who filled out that form. Again, similar information, just more information. Here, Again, the same page, and this is how everything is connected inside of Optify. Landing page with context manager with lead intelligence. We're already over the time, and I sincerely apologize for this. This is a lot to cover in just 30 minutes. I'm going to go back to this. We're going to skip the tips. I'm going to share, as I said before, I'm going to share the tips, the presentation on our website later today, so you can see the slides, and all the 10 tips are here as well. You can go to that page and actually download the white paper. We're going to go to really just a few quick questions, and let me see what we have here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is really quickly mention version 2. Because I mentioned that before, and it's actually going to be really quick. So as I said before in the presentation, I'm going to create 2 versions of the exact same landing page so I can test those. Version 2, I'll only modify the form names. So the way to do that inside of Optify, again, I'm in landing pages in Optify. I hover over the page, and I click clone. See here, clone? I click clone, and I'm going to call this landing page white paper V2, and I'm going to version 2 includes different form fields. Sorry. I'm going to save this, and this will, again, this will take me to the editor. And what I'm going to do here on version 2, I'm only going to modify the form fields. I'm going to keep everything the same. So I'm going to go here, and on version 2, I said name, email, phone number is the same, and then I'm going to use these 2 fields. Are you interested in a demo and an open text? Now, as you can see on my drop down here, I don't have those fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2 new fields. You click on this link, and it's going to take you to the setting, and I'm actually going to create 2 new fields. I'm going to add another, company name. I'm going to delete some of these. I'm going to just replace this. This is the field label is going to be interested in a demo. And then, so I'm sorry for this. Let me just delete a few here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add a new custom field, and then I'm getting the option of using it a yes or no. I'm going to use a yes, no. I'm going to call this, again, interested in a demo. The system is going to give it a name, and then I'm going to add another one. This one is going to be just open text. I'm going to call this comments. And I'm going to save these 2. And this is test. Okay. Once I added these 2, now when I go back to landing pages, and I'm going to click this drop down, I need to refresh this page. Let me just refresh this. After I refresh this page, those custom fields will show up in the drop-down, so I will be able to pick those and use them in the new form that I created. Close all this. landing pages. Again, I'm going to go to V2 again, and then I'm going to modify the form fields. I'm going to change, I'm going to keep these, actually don't remember what I said. Email, phone number, no company. So I'm going to company, and instead I'm going to add interested in a demo, this field, and I'm going to change the label to say, are you interested in a demo, the question mark, and then I'm going to add comments. Comments, this is, comments is not required, any comments, and click done here. And you can see that these two fields were added to my form. And I can publish this now. And this page is also live. And if anyone fills out this form, they can use these fields, and those fields again will show up in your contact manager. So this is how you clone a landing page and use the exact same information. You can see the rest of the page is exactly the same. The only thing I changed was the form fields here. So that concludes this webinar. Again, we had to rush through a lot of content. I'm going to share with you some additional resources that we have on our website. You can always go to our blog. There's a lot of marketing content on our blog about landing pages, about some A/B testing that we've done, about how to use Optify with in various scenarios. Our digital marketing resources, where all of our white papers and guides are, you can go there and download more guides and more white papers. And we have a landing page webinar that we did over a year ago, actually, but it's still very relevant and talks a lot about some of the best practices in creating good landing pages. And as always, our help section has a lot of information in it about how to use each of the templates, how to use a form only, where you can use that form to put it as an iframe on other pages, and any other questions that you might have on landing pages. And if you can't find an answer in the help, you can always email us or call us, and we'll be more than happy to help you put together those landing pages and start delivering more on-target leads to your sales team. Again, this is my contact information. You can contact me directly as well. I'll be more than happy to help. I hope you learned a lot from this webinar, and I hope to see you the next time. We are now moving to a bi-weekly Optify Best Practices webinars. When you leave this webinar, there's a quick survey, only 2 questions. Would love it if you can fill that out so we know how to do it better next time. Thank you again for your time, and have a good rest of the week.